podcast.
There's the place. Stop the traffic.
Козацький дух і підніметься Україна. Отак заповідав Іван Сірко. Просніться, браття України, ці сльози мої за Україну. За вас я бився у боях, за свій народ, за свободу.
Були. Друзі, ми згадуємо сьогодні про те, що Бог навчав і призивав нас до боротьби зі злом. Ця війна – це є відверте, відкрите, в фізичному світі проявлене зло.
Громадяни, будь ласка, відійдіть до обличчя, дайте пройти захисника.
12-hour trip. So the first one at the gas stop, the second one at the checkpoint, the third one at the canteen at 1:30 p.m. and the last one on our way back at the checkpoint. So try to make the best out of these bathroom stops. Yeah, be strategic. Use clothes and shoes to maximally protect body, head, hands and feet. Comply with the radiation safety rules, health and safety regulations. Strictly comply with all instructions of the envoy officer, which is me. Move around only according to the prescribed routes. Follow the personal hygienic rules and strictly comply with fire prevention measures. During the visit to the exclusion zone, it is totally prohibited to enter any abandoned housing or industrial buildings en route, climb up the stairs or otherwise on antenna located on the territory of Chernobyl 2 facility, carry any kind of weapons. Do you have any weapons? No? Guns? No? Alright. Drink liquors or take drugs. Yeah. Have meal and smoke in the open air. So smoking is only allowed in designated areas. If you smoke, please ask me if it's allowed to smoke in certain locations. Or if you see me smoking, you can fire up your cigarette also. Touch any structures or vegetation. Sit or place photo and video equipment on the ground. Take any items outside the zone. Stay in the zone without the officer responsible for the envoy. Gather, use and bring from the exclusion zone vegetable and cattle breeding products which were cultivated in the area of the exclusion zone. Bring in and bring out the exclusion zone any animals, dogs, cats. Drink water from wells, rivers and open water sources. I mean, those rules were written in 1986 and they're very silly because obviously nobody's gonna drink from the river, right? Where in 2019 we have bottles of water. Set off the fire. Carry any flammable and combustible liquids. And that's it. When it goes above 0.3, you will hear an annoying beeping sound. For me, I hear this beeping sound even when I sleep. You know, because I've heard it over a year, every day, like almost every day. So now I hear it everywhere all the time. So whenever it goes over 0.3, it will beep and it will annoy you, well, most of you. So if it does, because in the 10-kilometer zone, when we approach the nuclear power plant in Pripyat, at most places it's going to be more than 0.3. So if you get annoyed, come to me, I will raise the threshold, make it, for example, 2.0. You know, we cannot turn off, well we can, but we shouldn't turn off the beeping completely, but we can raise the limit at which it will start beeping. So, yeah. At our first stop, we will see some elevated levels of radiation on the soil. So it's better to stand on the asphalt. Smaller one. So the bigger one is for reactor number 5 and the smaller one for reactor number 6. I will talk about those reactors in a couple of minutes, but just take a closer look at this cooling tower, because from the panorama side it's going to be a bit further away. 300. But we're not going to go to those places. Yeah.
So that building with the rusty roof
is the reactor number 3. If you've seen the show, you remember that those bio-robots that took the shovels went on the roof and started taking out those radioactive pieces of graphite. So they did it on that roof of the reactor number 3. It started to work in 1981. From the gods and gave it to the people, and yeah, the workers of the power plant, they enjoyed the story and they made him their icon. So this is Prometheus with the fire, you see. And this gray building with the pigeon of peace, you see the orange one, the red one. I'm not good with colors. This is the Chernobyl nuclear power plant administration. So all the top management, they used to work here, including reaching reactor number 3, 2, and 1, which would have caused 3 more explosions of those reactors. And by 2023 they should dismantle it completely. And after that they would have a bit less than 100 years to maybe invent a new technology or find a way to get rid of the 90% of the nuclear radioactive fuel that is still inside the exploded reactor in the basement. This is radioactive mass. You've seen them, yeah, on the internet.
You see that on the screen? The sunglasses on. Untitled.
You can try different parts of this mount. This point of view, it's hard to see anything, but on our way back. So this is the Bridge of Death. And on your right, if you can see, there is the confinement. And my friends, now I'm going to disappoint you. The people did not stand on that bridge. It was established in 1970, a couple of months after they established the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. And the area of Pripyat was 8 square kilometers, so it was a very small and compact city, and it was built specifically for the workers of the power plant and their families. So it was a city satellite for the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. At the time of the accident, the population of Pripyat was almost 50,000 people, and they were all evacuated in 2 hours. This was very popular art design in Soviet Union. Like these, what do you call them? Stained glass. Stained glass?
Stained glass.
Yeah. So this was a cafe. You would come and you would feel hot and you would want to drink a cold glass of soda, but you would not find the glass because some other guy stole it. So that's why. They didn't steal it, so that the next person would not steal the same glass, yeah, or a different glass with a different soda machine. So this is really iconic machine, you know. All the people, like older people, they would have a nostalgic moment about this machine.
There's an elk in the water.
It was a very popular place for the people of Pripyat. On a Saturday, on a Sunday, there used to be like a couple of cafes here, you know, they would take the kids and just relax, you know, on the water.
Yeah. We're absorbing radiation.
Got it.
Is there a fish?
Yeah, everyone is equal. So the most equal out of them, yeah, they were living in this building, the White House, because this building offered better apartments and bigger. So all the top management of the power plant, principals of schools, kindergartens, you know, directors, local communist party leaders, the most equal people, they lived here in this building. All right, my friends, follow me, please. Place for the teenagers, and you know, and they would even sometimes put American music, which was totally prohibited in the Soviet Union because American music was a propaganda of capitalism, right? So this was a very popular spot right here. Kids and adults could come to the Palace of Culture, and each one could find something that interests him particularly personally.
What is it? Oh yeah.
Okay, hold it.
The United States was so paranoid that, no, the Soviet Union was paranoid that the United States will drop an atomic bomb on them like they did on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So the best engineers in Soviet Union began designing a radar system that would work on all the range of frequencies and monitor the signals coming from the United States. So they built 3 radar systems like this one. The first one was in Nikolaev, southern region of Ukraine. They built it to test it, to see if it could capture a signal from Baikonur. Do you know what Baikonur is? Baikonur is a spaceport in Kazakhstan. So Baikonur was launching a rocket to the space, and that radar system in Nikolaev captured the signal. So after that they started